Welcome to another edition of the Recruiting Scoop. I'm Jarret Johnson, and today we're talking about Texas Tech basketball recruiting rankings. Now, 24/7 Sports, of course, the mothership for us at Inside the Red Raiders, they released their final class of 2020 basketball recruiting rankings on Wednesday, and Texas Tech was a huge benefit of that, perhaps as much as anybody in the country. The Red Raiders rose, their 2020 class rose from number 11 in the nation to number 8 in the country, and from second in the Big 12 to atop the Big 12, the conference, which is a first. This is the highest rated class in Red Raider history, basketball program history. Once again, Chris Beard keeps outdoing himself. At some point, he's going to get to the top recruiting class, and he won't be able to outdo himself. But every year, the last three classes, Coach Beard has signed like the top rated recruiting class, at least in the modern recruiting rankings. And then I think practically even the old timers agree that this 2020 signing class is the best in the program's history. And let's break down exactly what happened here. Look, a couple of guys. First off, one of the signees and the last guy to sign is Isaiah Nwai, or Zay as he's known, is a 6'10" power forward from the junior college ranks. He signed just, I believe, on May 1st, a couple of days ago after committing in late April. He's a 6'10" forward. He's an interesting prospect. I think he bucks a lot of the conventional wisdom in terms of guys his size and what you'd expect. He's very quick. He has good handles. I think he could be a perimeter player as much as a rim protector. And I think I'm interested to see what he looks like once he's competing against fellow Big 12 type players, even in practice, because Tech's roster is going to be as jam-packed with talent as anybody perhaps in the country, but certainly in the Big 12, in the loaded Big 12. So Nwai, he's interesting. He was unrated, and now he received a 3-star ranking with this final 2020 update from 24/7 Sports. He's rated as the number 204 overall player in the country, 43rd power forward, and 10th in the state of Texas, Clarendon College there. So that helped. That gave Tech a boost, no doubt. But not only that, but Micah Peavy, 6'7", 4-star forward, he received a boost. He's been a 4-star guy. He's a composite, ranked number 40 in the country. So, I mean, he's really high across all the national recruiting services. But he received a bump from 65 to 58 by 24/7 Sports. So, Micah Peavy ranked as the number 58 overall player in the country. That's really exciting. And then Chibuzo Agbo, fellow 6'7", forward, 6'7", 220. All right, he's a guy who averaged 23 and 10 the last 2 years. He's a guy who continually, I feel like, is undervalued or underestimated. I think Agbo may come in and is the type of guy, he may have the best overall Tech career when it's all said and done of all these guys. He's known as the knockdown shooter on one site, had him as the San Diego section player of the year, first team All-State in California. He averaged 23 and 10 each of the last 2 years. But the interesting thing about him is, all right, he's 220. This article listed, that listed him as All-State, said he squats 425, but also knocked down 72 three-pointers at a 42% clip. So this guy's a knockdown three-point shooter. He's also a double-digit rebounder. He's adept at scoring inside, and he's not afraid to play defense and mix it up in the paint. So you're getting a lot from Chibuzo Agbo. He's a guy who's jumped something like over 100 spots in the rankings in less than a year, and according to 24/7 Sports. And he jumped from 73 to 65 in the national rankings. So you combine Agbo, Peavy, both those guys, in the top 65, and then of course Namari Burnett, who actually fell 5 spots from 30th to 35th. But Namari Burnett, he's a composite 5-star, McDonald's All-American, 6'4" combo guard. So you have 3 guys within the top 65 national players in this class, and then a 6'10", 3-star, 6'10", really intriguing forward out of the junior college ranks in Zay, who I mentioned before. So those 4 guys, wow, it constitutes without a doubt the best recruiting class in my opinion. of anything I'm aware of in Texas Tech basketball. It's really impressive. But then you throw in the fact that Marcus Santos Silva is a grad transfer who signed with the Red Raiders. And it really blows your mind. Yeah, he's 6'7", 250-pound power forward who averaged about 13 points and 9 rebounds last year at Virginia Commonwealth. Gives you some strength inside, some rebounding, some toughness. I mean, this class really blows you away. And Arias Burton is a traditional transfer from Wichita State, 6'4" combo guard, known as one of the best two-way players in the country in terms of on the transfer market this offseason. He averaged 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple steals for Wichita State last year. And if he gets a waiver or if the exemption rule by the NCAA is passed before next season and he's eligible, then holy, I mean, just with these guys, with this six guys, you could go win 20 games next year. And you think about all the guys the Red Raiders have returning, and it really starts getting exciting. Really, the anticipation for next season reaches a whole nother level. But Texas Tech jumping in the top 10 with this latest and final recruiting rankings update for the 2020 basketball class by 24/7 Sports, number 8 in the country, atop the Big 12. More great news from the recruiting trail for the Red Raiders. But with that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and until next time.